Good evening, Roehampton Club. This is Sue with another 45 minutes mixed ability Pilates class. You will need a cushion from your sofa. You will need a band and a block, please. And that is all you're going to need. Of course, your mats as well. Okay, let's start. Stand nice and tall, please. And start with your shoulder rolls to give me a little bit of time to just move things around. Nice big shoulder rolls. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. So many lamps to bring enough daylight into the room. I'm hoping that the outside daylight will soon be strong enough so I don't have to turn any lamps on anymore. Good. Couple more. We're going to bring the chin to the chest. We're going to pull the tummy towards our spine and we're going to roll it down. If you've got osteoporosis, you have to bring your spine forward in a straight line. Feel the hamstring, the back of your legs open up. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to roll it back to the top. Good, and then I would like you to turn your thumbs back. Keep the arms fairly wide as you lean back into the exhale. Let's do that again. Lengthen through the fingertips, chin to chest, roll it down, making sure we pull that tummy inwards and upwards. Inhale, exhale, bring it back to the top. Inhale once more, and exhale to lean back. Third and last time, as big as you can make it. Maybe try to lean forward a little bit more, so lean into the balls of your feet. Maybe lengthen the knees a touch more so they're just bent. Inhale, exhale, bring it back to the top. Keep the arms wide and pull your thumbs back to the room. Good, and bring the arms onto the hips. Clench both bum cheeks and release. Do that again. Clench both bum cheeks and release. Do that again. Clench both bum cheeks and release. Good. We're now going to come down. We inhale. And on the way up, you clench those bum cheeks together like you just practiced. Clench them. Take it back down. Inhale. And activate your bottom. Clench it up. And again, take it down as deep as you can go. Coming up. And clench. Good. Two more. Take it down. Coming up. You've got one more, but this time you're going to stay at a good depth. So as deep as you can take it. Good. You're just going to walk over to the side. Little crab walks. Use the whole room. So use your whole room. If you can walk over a little bit further, then go for it. Keep it nice and low. Make sure that the weight sits on your heels when you do these. Make sure it doesn't take your breath away. Try to lengthen your spine, so no upper back body sort of curve through the shoulders. Look diagonally in front of you, pull the back of your head back. You've got a couple more. And the next time you get to the center of your mat, stay there. And then let's just pulse here 8 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come to the top. Perfect. That made me hot. Good. Stand on one leg now that the bum cheeks are activated. Hold on to your hips. If you're struggling with balance, you need to hold on somewhere. Bring the leg out to the side. Good. And then stand on that standing leg without touching the floor with your big toes. Just hover it over the floor. And then take that leg up and down. Look straight at the horizon. 4 more. 3, 2, and then you're going to hold it just off the floor. Flex your toe and start pendulum swinging the leg from the right to the left or left to right, depending which leg you're standing on. Try to keep that balance. Breathing. You've got 4, 3, 2, hold it still. Point your toe. Bring the toe forward and turn the heel inwards. Tap the floor and lift it up. Tap the floor and lift it up. Keep going. You've got 4 more. 3, 2. Good. And now you're going to hover it over the floor, flex your toe, and swing the leg forwards and back. Swing the leg forwards and back. You need to lean forward a little bit. Make sure you're not kicking anything behind you. Pull your shoulders back. Nice. You've got 3, 2, and you're going to hold it at the back. Hold it at the back. Point your toe up and down. You're leaning forward ever so gently here. Keep that balance. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And bring it down. That standing leg should have been on fire by the end of it. Good. Before we go over to the other side, turn your feet into sort of a V position. Again, if you're struggling with balance, hold on to a chair or maybe the wall. You're going to raise up off your heels, bring the arms overhead and bring them back down again. Calf raises, nice and high. Good, we're going to take this down into a plie. Keep your heels on the floor. Lift it up, take it down, and a plie. Go again. Raise up, take it down, and plie. 2 more times. Raise it up, take it down, a plie. Last one. Raise it up, take it down, and a plie. And relax. Bring your feet back in a parallel position and stand on the other leg. Good. Pull the shoulders back, look at the horizon, and we're starting off again. Make sure you are on the other side now. Trying not to use the floor at all, only holding on if you really have to. You've got 4, 3, 2, and flex. Pendulum swing from side to side. Try not to lose that balance and try to make you look elegant when you do this. So lengthening the legs, lengthening the spine, pulling the shoulders back and down. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the leg forward, turn the heels inwards, up and down. Good. You don't need to lift terribly high, so I would like you to be controlled and elegant rather than uncontrolled and not looking very elegant. 4, 3, 2, good. You're going to flex your toe and do a pendulum swing forwards and backwards. Keep going. 2 more. Hold it at the back. Point your toe, go up and down. You need to lean forward gently for this one. So don't do this upright, lean into it. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and shake it out. I think those legs are now warming up. Let's focus on our shoulders a little bit more. So grab your band. If you haven't got a band, don't worry about it. You can just use the arms without the band. The band just helps with understanding what you need to do. So I'm going to hold my band like this. It's an overhand grip. Yeah, perfect. You're going to tuck the tail between your legs, pull the shoulders back, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, you pull the little fingers back to start off with. So pull the little fingers back and stretch the band over the top of your hips. Good. Pull the little fingers back. Feel the back line of your arm. We're now going to go up all the way, stretch it into the shoulder joint. Gently pull the shoulders down your back, bring it back down, and pull the little fingers back. Lift it up, tuck the tail between your legs, and pull the little fingers over the top of your hips. Lift it up, and pull it back over the hips. Tuck the tail in. Go again, lift it up, feel the stretch, pull it back and down, over the top of your hips. Good, you're now going to hold it at a sort of a diagonal line. Hold the band properly, so grab it with both of your fists. You're now going to pull the band open and clench the shoulder blades together. Lift it back to the front and release. You're pulling the band open. You pull the shoulder blades together. Bring it back to the front, release. And exhale to pull it back. Inhale to bring it forward. So I want you to feel the shoulder blades engaging. Pull it back and bring it back to the front. You've got 4 more of these. Pull it back. Lengthen forward, pull it back, clench between the shoulder blades, lift it forward. Good, and again, bring it back, lift it forward. You've got 1 more, bring it back, hold, and give me little pulses here. Tuck your tail in, tuck your tail in. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Pull the elbows back, don't open the band stays the same tension. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Good job. Shoulder rolls to release, and then please come onto the mat. Once you're on the mat, I'd like you to start to do a cat-cow. Nice and big. Nice big cat-cows. On all 4s. Knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. And really all this does is open up the back line, opening up the front line. So trying to feel the stretch over the neck, shoulders, mid, lower back. And then feeling the stretch in your tummy, chest and throat. I don't want you to feel an increased pressure into the lower back, please. So be careful with that curve in the lower back. I'm going to do it a couple more times. Last one. Perfect. Good, and then come into neutral and walk your hands a little bit further forward. Then you're going to tuck the tail in and shift your weight forward into your hands. You're going to hold it here. So this is our starting position, or it could be our finished product. So you can hold it here. So if this feels hard enough, then don't do anything else. If your wrists are hurting, come onto your elbows, but then you're stuck here. You can't progress. So if you want to progress, try to come onto your hands. Good. So what we're going to do next, either hold it like this or bring one leg out to the side, as though you're a dog weeing on a lamppost. So that's the sort of feeling I want from it. And it's the same knee over and over again. Keep pulling the shoulders down. Keep going. You've got 4 more on this side. And 3. Lift the back of your head up. And 2. Feel your bum cheeks. And 1. Perfect. Bring both knees down and release out of this into a child's pose. Maybe open and close your hands. Circle your wrists to release. Perfect. Good, let's do the other side. So come back into your plank. Tuck your tail between your legs. I'm happy for you to go onto your elbows or just to hold it in a plank. And then do the other side. Lift that leg up and down. Feel how you're pulling the shoulders down your back, how you're lifting the back of your head up. Keep tucking the tail in. You breathe out. You breathe in. You breathe out. You breathe in. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Perfect. And again, walk back and bring it into a child's pose as far back as you can go. And we're going to go ahead and roll over onto our backs. Onto our backs. Only have equipment underneath the head if you can't pull your chin forward, or if it hurts if you lie flat on your back and the neck is not right. So place something small underneath your head. And then start off with your pelvic tilt. So finding that neutral spine where the hips are facing vertically up to the ceiling, and then the hip movement where you pull your hip towards you, lifting the pelvic floor, finding your
Finding that belly button pulling in, and also feeling how you're pulling your 2 hip bones towards you. Bum cheeks are nice and relaxed. Let's do just 3, 4 more to release any potential tension that you might have in that lower back. Breathe out to tilt. Breathe in to reverse. Do it again. Good, and then we're going to peel away from the mat. As soon as the hips lift off, your bum cheeks and shoulders are engaging big time. Your chin comes forward all the way to the top. Feel that length in the front of your hips. Inhale, exhale, bring it back down again, using those shoulders and feet to weight bear into. Particularly important if you've got osteoporosis, make sure you're not weight bearing into your vertebra. Go again, tilt and lift. As far up as you can go, preferably a straight line from the shoulders into your hips, into your knees. Good, and stay up here for me. We're now going to take our right leg, and on the exhale, we're just going to push the right leg out, making sure the hips don't sink or move. And then pull the right leg back in. The left leg stays in place. Now swap over. The right leg stays in place. The left leg goes as far over as you can. I've got my fingertips on my hips so I can check that my hips are not dropping. I'm just placing my fingertips on my hips so that I can check that I have got that level that I want. Ideally, you breathe out on the movement, you breathe in to change sides. Keep going. If you need a break, have a break. We're going to do 1 more on each side. Just check that your shoulders are pulling down. Perfect. Bring it back to the center. Good. Now, hands are back on the floor. Just check that you're engaging into those shoulders, and then lift one arm up and then bring the arm towards the floor all the way down. Perfect. Good. On the exhale, we're now moving both arms up and swap sides. Good. Go again. Fairly fast here, up and down. Nice and elegant with long fingers. Making sure that we're not weight bearing into our neck. You want to weight bear into your shoulders, into your feet. You want to really work your back line from the bum cheeks into the hamstrings, into the calf, into the shoulders, into the core. Keep breathing and keep moving. Have breaks if you need them. Good. We're going to bring both arms up, hold them over the top of our shoulders, and bring them back down, both of them. Just re-engage them into the floor. We're now going to lift our heels up. We're going to bring our heels down. We're lifting both heels up. We're bringing them down. Hips stay nice and high. Don't sink or lift the hips. So when I look at you, there should only be the heel lift. The hips don't move. Up and bring it down. You've got 4 more lifts. Re-engage the shoulders if they eased off. 3, 2. Good, and then you're going to hold it lifted if you want. You don't have to lift them, you can keep them on the floor. Bring the arms up to shoulder height again. Good, and now we're going to open up directly into a T position and back up again. And inhale to drop, exhale to lift. Inhale to drop, exhale to lift. Good, you've got 3 more. Inhale to drop, exhale to lift. 2 more, make sure the shoulders engage. Last 1. Open to drop, lift up, bring your arms alongside you, bring the heels down, take a deep breath in and roll each and every vertebra back onto the mat, all the way down. Good job, and then pull your knees to your chest. You can hold it still or you can rock or circle. Whatever suits you best. Well done. We're now going to cross one ankle over our thigh. We're going to bring our arms to the side. T position. Perfect. Just hold it here for a moment. So if this is a strong stretch for you, then I just recommend stay in this position, don't move. But if you want, what I'd like you to do is go from side to side with this, making sure we pull our tummy in, we look away from our knees. Find the deepest position. Once you get there, you inhale. And then on the exhale, you pull it back and you go over to the other side. Look away, as far over as you can. So you're trying to work on range of movement and see what sort of stretches you can feel. Anything from a chest stretch to a lower back stretch to a front of the hip stretch to a bum cheek stretch, everything is acceptable. It just depends on where you are tight. And don't forget, you can keep it still if the movement is too much. Now again. Okay. Back to the center, unfold, refold, and do the other side. Nice and gently, please, to start off with, particularly if you're tight through your bum cheeks. Over to the other side once you've inhaled. Your aim is to develop the stretch, so coming a little bit deeper into the movement, into the end position with each of these. Couple more, it looks good. Everybody's in a good position. Try not to pull faces if you can. One more time, and then you stop in the center. Keep those shoulders down. Pull it back. Perfect. And then unfold. So if you've got osteoporosis, spinal or neck problem, can you please do a few more pelvic tilts? Everybody else, interlace your hands behind your head, draw the belly button in, lift your pelvic floor, and then on the exhale, you come up. On the inhale, you bring it down. Try to find your long abdominal muscle that connects the breastbone to the pubic bone. So pull your pubic bone gently towards your breastbone and the breastbone fairly vigorously towards your pubic bone. The weight of your head sits in your arms and shoulders. You're trying to lengthen the neck and look in between your legs as you come up. Pull everything in and up, particularly that pelvic floor. So don't put pressure onto the pelvic floor. Counteract that by lifting the pelvic floor up, rather than the internal pressure pressing downwards into the area. Good, you're going to do two more. You're going to do one more. And then bring the head back down. Good. Bring the arms to the side. Everybody, imprint your lower back. Lift one leg up into tabletop. And then lift a second leg up into tabletop. Making sure that you're not lighten the load underneath the lower back. Good. You're now going to pull one knee towards you. And then you're going to extend the other leg. Not very far forward. So only as far forward as you can, without that lower back starting to lift off the mat. Your head is currently on the floor. So if you can, or if you can't, drop the legs forward, then you keep them vertically over the top of your hips. But your aim should be to try to bring those legs a little bit further forward. Find that connection into your abdominals. So the ones that don't lift their heads off, you're going to have a harder workload in a different way than the ones that do lift their heads off. So now if you can, not osteoporosis, lift your head off and hold it here. We can now try to drop those legs further down. Breathe out with each one that you do. Breathe out, and also speed them up a little bit. Good, if you can do more, you're going to hold on to your legs. Wide elbows. You try to hold on to the leg that's closest to you. Don't hold on to the leg that's far away. Outside arm is by your ankle, inside arm is by your... I said that wrong. Outside arm is by your ankle, inside arm is by your knee. I'm confusing you even more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, pull the knees in, hand behind the head. And then just gently lower the head onto the floor. And then give me a full body stretch all the way from the fingertips all the way into your heels. Good. Perfect. Well done. Well, we're rolling onto our side. You're going to grab your block and lie on top. If you find the block uncomfortable, you can use that pillow to lie on. Just make sure that it's fluffy enough so that your head and your spine is in one line. Good, and then draw the belly button in, tuck the tail in, pull the shoulders back and down. Extend the top leg. Just leave a little bit further down the mat so you can see my foot. Extend the top leg. You've now got a straight line from the heel into the bum, into the shoulders, into the back of your head. So do pull the back of your head back a little bit. Good. We're now going to draw a rainbow shape from the front to the back, making sure the bottom leg doesn't lift off. It's a lovely rainbow shape. Currently, we're doing this at hip height. Good. If you can do more, you're going to just tap the big toe on the floor in front of you, and then tap the big toe in behind you as well. So tap and tap. Nice rainbow shape. And give me really elegant long legs. I want that waist to be lifted. You've got 4 more. 3, 2, and then you're going to hold it at the front on that last one. Hold it at the front right there. Then you're going to flex your toe and turn the toe downwards. Good, and now you're going to tap that floor up and down, straight line, as far in front of you as you can. Make sure you're breathing. Keep breathing. Excellent. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Well done. Good, good, good. All right, we're going to come up, hold on to our foot and come into a quadricep stretch. So I grabbed my foot and I pulled my knee backwards. Feel it in the front of your hip and come onto your elbow. Unless you've got a shoulder injury that you're protecting, come onto your elbow. Tuck the tail in a little bit more, feel that stretch. So if you do a lot of sitting, you find that that area is very tight. Good, and then let go. So we've worked on this leg. So what you're going to do, you're going to come up into kneeling. I'm going to place my cushion underneath my dodgy knee. And you're going to bring the leg that you've worked on over to the side, like so. Good. So you're lining yourself up in a straight line. You can do this standing if you can't kneel. Bring the arm over the floor in a nice parallel position. Good. Tuck the tail in, please. So this is the long leg. We're moving away from the long leg. So you're going to reach over and see how far you can take that down without bending the upper body. And back up again. Do that again. Reach down all the way to the floor if you can and back up. So you want to try to do this as far away from you as possible. Excellent. Yep. So this works your obliques, your waist. Back up again. Away from your leg, not towards your leg, away from the long leg and back up. Yeah, only one way, please. Only one way. We reach out and come back up. Good. And now we're going to place the arms. This is a little bit harder with our palms facing towards one another. The palms are not in shot at the moment. And do the same thing. Bring it down and straight to the back. Just there, up and down. Take it down. Inhale. Exhale, pull it back up again. Inhale down. Exhale up. So you can do this standing if the knees are unhappy. Make it smaller if you need to. We're going to pulse 5 times on the side. So we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise it up and bring the arms back parallel to the floor. We're now rotating, look over the shoulder, back to the center, and rotate over to the other side. Keep that balance. Keep going. Big rotations. Back to the center, over to the other side.
Good. 2 more. Rotate. Center over to the other side. Last one. Lift that breastbone up. Back to the center and relax. Well done. Before we go over to the other side, we're going to drop down onto our chest. We're going to start off with a back extension that we've worked on every time you've seen me. So the arms are parallel to your mat. You draw the belly away from the floor. You tuck your tail between your legs. Make sure the glutes, the bum cheeks, are firmly switched on. Take a deep breath in. Lift the back of your head up. If you want, lift the elbows up. Stretch forward through the breastbone and press the hands into the floor. It should feel like you're crawling away without moving. Inhale. And exhale to bring it back down again. Inhale at the bottom. Make sure everything is engaging and don't have little mini breaks in between repetitions. So that core engagement is there all the time. Some backs don't want to go very high up, and if you've got one of those backs, then just keep those elbows on the floor. You're after a tongue stretch. Take that back down again. You've got one more. And then take it down and hover your nose about a fist width over the floor. Now start to lift one leg away from the floor, one at a time. Extend and bring it down again. Feel the back line of your legs and your core engaging and stay engaged. You want to work on length, not height. So extend the leg out of your hip joint rather than lifting the leg. So think about lengthening and not lifting. The minimum height is you lifting the kneecap and the big toe off the floor. Good. And then if you can, give me a double extension. So you extend through both legs. You exhale to lengthen. You inhale to bring them back down. Good. I'm progressing this. I'm making it harder. So you can stay at any of these stages. We're going to hold. And you're going to give me an up and down movement as though you're front crawling in the water. Lovely. Hold it there. If you can do more, take your hands, place them over the small of your back and pull your shoulders back. Good. And make sure you're not wobbling. Find length in the spine. Find length in the legs. No increased pressure into your lower back. Pull those shoulders back. Lift the back of your head up. You've got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Turn your head one way. Relax your shoulders. So if you haven't got your hands on your lower back already, do it now. So just cross your fingers. So yeah, just the fingers. So don't interlace them. Just place the palm over palm. Turn the head. Take a deep breath in. Make sure you're connected to the core. Lift the head up, pull the shoulders back, turn the head, and relax it back down again. Lift up, turn the head, and bring it back down again. Relax. Go again. Lift up, turn the head, and bring the whole upper body back down. Come on up. Bring down. The feet are now not lifting anymore. So the feet are on the floor. They're lengthening. Last one. You're working through those shoulders. And relax. Good job. Okay, take those hands. Come on up into seated. Find your block, your cushion, your arm. You can use whatever you can find to place it underneath your head. We need to do the other side. So line yourself up. Heels, bum, shoulders, back of the head. Make sure that the waist is lifted away from the mat. So you need to pull the shoulder towards the hip and the hip towards the shoulder. That's how you get that lift. And then extend that leg. Good. And then bring it forward. First stage is hip height.
and to the back. Never losing that lift through the waist. You've got to be careful because I can't see three-dimensionally on the screen. You have to make sure that you're trying to bring the leg behind your body. That's where the hard bit is. So keeping the leg in line with your body is much easier than pulling it behind you. And when you pull it behind you, you have to make sure that the spine stays nice and neutral. Good. If you can, you're going to make it a little bit harder by tapping the floor at the front and at the back. Tap it at the front and at the back. Really lengthening that leg. Keep pulling those shoulders back and down. Perfect. Nice. Couple more times. Good. And now you're going to bring the leg forward as far forward as you can. You're going to flex your toe and turn the toe downwards. You're going to tap that floor and lift it back up again. Do as many as you can. Keep those hips facing forward. I know it's pulling into that thigh. But that's what you're here for, to work. So keep persevering. Keep persevering. Breathe in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Good job. Coming up onto your elbow, grab your top leg and lengthen it away from you. Tuck your tail between your legs. Make sure the knee isn't resting, so you're lifting that leg up. Pull it as far back as you can. Important is that you tuck your tail in and that you lengthen that knee towards the end of your mat. That gives you a much better stretch. Good. Then let go. Come onto your knees. And you're going to bring the leg out again that you've worked on. That should provide that you have done both legs rather than just the one. I'm going to go onto the cushion again. So that knee's got a little bit more padding. Arms out to the side. Tuck the tail in. Inhale. And exhale to move down. Reach as far over as you can and back up again. Make sure there is no rotation in your torso. So imagine you're doing this stuck between two sheets of glass. Reach down and lift it back up again. Go again, reach and bring it up. Good. Make it a little bit harder by bringing the arms to your ears. Keep the palms facing one another. Take it down as low as you can. So the lower you go, the harder you're working. Bring it down. Lift it up. Breathe out as you lift. Good. You've got 3 more. Take it down. Lift it up. 2. You've got 1 more to go. Bring it down. Hold if you can. 8, 7, 6. Come on, lift those arms either up to your ears or keep them in line. That's it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it up. Bring the arms in line with the floor. Find rotation. Look over your shoulder. Back to the center. No forcing, no pushing. You might find that one hip is tighter than the other, so it prevents you from going very far. Just feel the stretches. The long leg is nice and long. Do it again. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. You've got 2 more. Look over the shoulder. Back to the center. Last one. Look over the shoulder. Back to the center. And bring the arms to your side. Excellent job. Good. We are going to go and open up the chest next. So this is where we truly need our cushion. You need a block or some cookbooks as well. So your head is going to go onto the block. Your breastbone, the center of your chest, goes into the center of the pillow. Make sure when you roll down that you hold on to your head. Good. Right there. If you find it's too uncomfortable, so if you're really tight in the chest, you might find that this is just too uncomfortable. Then just come flat on the floor. Good. In this position, you need to tuck your tail between your legs, please. Tuck your tail between your legs. Very, very important. So that belly is engaged. We're going to bring our arms up above our chest. Good. And then with length, open up and just feel the stretch in your chest. It should be fairly easy for all of us to find that stretch. I can feel that all the way into my biceps, the front of my arms, into my fingertips. You might not feel it in the same way. You might find this more in your chest. Again, if you find it uncomfortable, if you're not happy with the position, lie flat on the floor. The stretch will not be as big, but you'll still get something out of it. Good. Now we're going to go into an exercise called the open book, and it's a shoulder mobilizer. What you want to do, you want to bring the arms up and turn the palms towards your feet. Good. You're now going to open up the elbows, bend them to 90 degrees and see if you can touch the floor and lift them back up again. So that's the first movement. Pull the elbow out to the side, pull the chin to the chest and back up again. Do it again. Pull those elbows down as close to the floor as you feel comfortable and bring it back up. There should be a little stretch down there. Good. Now we're going to hold it in this position. So my fingertips are facing up to the ceiling and I'm just rotating the arms like a surrender position towards the floor and bring them back up again. Fingertips are facing up to the ceiling and then rotate. Keep tucking the tail between your legs. Try not to pull your shoulders up when you do this, so gently draw those shoulders downwards. That's it, feel that movement. If you've been told not to do any of these movements, then just carry on doing the previous exercise. You might find, the previous movement that we did, you might find that one arm has more range of movement than the other one, and that's entirely possible and possibly normal as well, particularly if you've got an injury or tightness. Good, listen, we're now going to hold those arms as close to the floor as we can. We're going to take another deep breath in, and then we're going to lengthen the arms all the way up, all the way away from our head. Good, and then pull them back down again along the floor, or as close to the floor as you can, and lengthen them away again, as far away as possible. Keep tucking the tail in, pull it in, inhale. And exhale to lengthen those arms. Feel the fingertips. Pull it in again. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen away. Hold it there. Bring the arms back up. We're back at the beginning. We're going to go through this 4 times, but we're not going to repeat the movements. So we're going to open up. Elbows are bending. We're then going to rotate the forearms towards the floor. We're then going to lengthen the arms to our ears and back up into starting position. We're opening up the elbows, the palms are facing to our knees. We're dropping the forearms as close to the floor as we can. We're inhaling and exhaling to lengthen the arms and then bring those fingertips back to the ceiling. Go again, open up those elbows, rotate those arms, keep tucking the tail between your legs. Extend those arms away. And last one, please. Shoulders are melting down your back. Open up. Rotate. Extend. And bring the arms back up. Good. What I want you to do now, I want you to open up those arms. And I just want you to hold it here again, just for a little bit longer. Just opening up that chest. Feeling the width from fingertips to fingertips, going over your arms into your chest, over to the other fingertips. And stretch out as well, so don't relax those arms. Reach out. It's almost, imagine you're a bird and you're really opening up your wings. Pulling the chin forward. You've got 4 more deep breaths here. Keep lengthening those fingertips, feeling the stretch. 3, 2, last deep breath, in through the nose, through pursed lips. Good. And now we need to come out of this position. I recommend you roll onto your side and push yourself up. Good. And just give me a big shoulder roll here.
Perfect. This last position, you can hold that much longer than what we did. So it's a great way to open up the chest when you're feeling a little bit tight. Well, that's it for tonight. Well done. Excellent work. I'm just going to pause the recording.